ourselves and our skill, and also not believe, because we're women, we can't be able to do certain things, you know. Yeah.
Oh, so that needs to be done. Interesting things here. I have someone here by Seka Jaroni asking what was the most annoying thing about the tournament. My sister was on that team.
Which, oh.
I think that would be the under 16.
So, well, their views from the viewers' remarks. What was the most annoying thing?
Apart from the loss.
Leave the loss alone and everything.
That's a tough question.
It's really a tough question. Definitely, every time there's someone who could be on the team and you just say, this person is always annoying, this person is always picking my stuff, this person is...
So I went for when I played for the under 18, so they always give breakfast, right? And the breakfast is like full course meal. So
self-service.
One of the coaches like, you guys shouldn't eat that much because we're going for a game and we went and lost the game. So in our minds, we're like, we should have eaten.
The whole food.
Yeah. So for me, that was one of the annoying things that happened that time. Yeah.
So Dalin, enlighten us. What were those annoying moments? Don't worry, the coach is not here.
This is tough, but maybe if what we would do...
Those annoying moments of what?
We would do trainings, yeah, in Cairo. And sometimes, I fell victim to this though. We would do this one particular drill. And it was just running the lanes and how transition from defense to offense. And we did that thing every time, and there would always be someone, and one time it was actually me who didn't know where I was supposed to be, and then would keep doing it, and then they would shout at us, you know. That was just one of the things that, yeah, if I had to point out anything.
And back when you went back to the hotel, who is that player that just kept the entire group happy? So is that player who is like the comical person in the entire group?
Must be Priscilla.
Yeah, it was Priscilla. I think the majority of our players.
Who the player that always looked at everything as though, no, it's a simple situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't
Mariam.
about it.
Mariam, yeah, she was that person, I would say. Also, Sarah, Namale, Priscilla, of course. I think everyone was just so, no one was like, you know, that serious person. They go to their room, they sleep, they come back, and they're only training. Everyone was, you know, interactive, light-hearted. Yeah, so.
Priscilla always, the few games that I watched at KIU courts, whenever Nemsosa was playing, she always says this thing, Tuba Sobola.
Yeah.
Was that the attitude that she still had down there?
Yeah.
Tuba Sobola.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to, because already when we got into the tournament, that loss, we played the first game of the tournament and they beat us 90-12. We couldn't be the team, we couldn't stay being the team that just was like the beatable team, because, you know, in every tournament they has
Everyone
to be.
was like, this is the team where I'm going to pick points
from. Get that 2 points from our win. So, you know, we needed to have someone like Priscilla, who was always ready to encourage us, you know, be a captain. Yeah.
Lead the ship.
Yeah, lead the ship.
Emma, as we're getting to the final part and closure of the show, the National Basketball League is actually in balance.
Yeah.
JKL, JKL, KIU Titans, and City Oilers are not willing to resume. NASA Serunjiji, former president, put out a letter cancelling the resuming beg your pardon to our viewers, the resuming of the National Basketball League.
Yeah.
Because teams are required to pay 600,000 shillings to restart, and a bare minimum of 8 teams had to register by Monday of this week.
Yeah.
And that did not happen. So the NBL was cancelled. The lower division will go on. Yeah. Speaking to the chairman and president of City Oil basketball team, Muhammad Santur, his reasoning, according to the committee that runs the team, is they have BAL coming on, that is the Basketball Africa League, and then we also have, as a nation, Silverbacks, we have the World Cup qualifiers, which are coming also at the end of November. And 4 of the players on his team, that is Jimmy Enabu, Tony Dweliba, James Okelo, and Ben Komakech, are on the local best players who are on the national team. Where does that put our league? I believe Falcons should be happy. The league is not starting. You have survived relegation. Congratulations.
No, first of all, we're not going to be relegated. I can't say I'm a prophet, but remember I told you that this league will not resume. Citing first of all the 600K the guys had to pay, then the tests for COVID, then paying your players, and some people.
The 600,000 was meant to cater for the tests, according to FUBA. If a team paid the 600,000 shillings, FUBA will do the testing for the teams.
But that would be
every before a game. That is what was in writing.
But we both know that wouldn't happen. So it was a tricky situation for certain teams. So the league not resuming, we could say it's been almost 2 years that we've had a very shaky league, and other nations have moved on. Rwanda moved on, Kenya moved on. People are actually playing with the whole situation of COVID and lockdown. And to know that Uganda is not really that engaged in basketball is kind of terrifying, because what happens to the younger players who are supposed to come up, and play in the league? We also have young players now. The Nabisunsa team are in the top league. So what happens to them? They're not playing anymore. What happens to those other young players who have just joined the bigger teams?
And it's also very frustrating for the other teams, because other teams are ready to play. Coach Nicholas Natereza was telling me they are ready to play, even if they tell them the game is tomorrow. He told me, my boys have been training, my girls have been training, we have been training down at campus, we are good to go. As long as the federation says fixtures out, but the fixture is already out, why would they have to make another fixture? Those are the questions whereby you, Nasa Serionjoji, Hudson Sega Moinge, the General Secretary, and Arnold Katabi need to put their house in order. The fixture was already out. Teams know which games they are supposed to play. Why do you still have to reshuffle them?
Okay, this is what I think should happen. Okay, we have 7 teams that are confirmed to play for the men, and the ladies, I'm not sure how many. So why not just hold the tournament?
No, the ladies teams engaged. All confirmed they're willing to play.
So if all the ladies teams confirmed,
none of the ladies teams pulled out.
So the ladies teams should continue with the league as is. For the 7 teams of the men that actually confirmed to play, why not just hold a tournament, so that at least we have some basketball engagement happening before the year ends, because we don't know what's going to happen next year. We'll be in the same situation or not. So let's have some basketball going on. I mean, there's always a plan B to everything. So how about we move to plan B and get these people engaged? Let the guys play.
Darlene, as we wind up Slam Dunk Basketball Talk this particular afternoon, there's so many people watching you out there. There are so many of your peers, your friends. There's so many girls who may not be live at the moment but will watch you later. What inspiration or words of advice can you give them as we wind up?
To believe in yourself and believe in your skill and your potential to be a good player, because I know there were times when I didn't think I could do it and I wanted to give up, but then my dad, he was there, he pushed me, he would wake me up for training in the morning. When the last day before I had, shots were dropping. You just need to have, and you need to have that self-drive, but you also need to have support. So seek for support from your parents. Don't be shy to bring up the idea of, can I go for training today? Or maybe can I get a basketball and be dribbling? Because you need to be able to not make excuses for yourself. That's a thing that a lot of people subconsciously do. They're like, well, I don't have a court at home, so I can't do anything. But you can get a basketball and learn to dribble, Then when you actually are able to access a court, you'll have a starting point, you know. And also to, you know, just if you love something, give it your all. Because I know there was a time when I played basketball, but I didn't love it, so I was just, you know, going with the flow, not really, I didn't have any sense of direction, I didn't have any goal. But when I started setting goals for myself and actively trying to reach them, that's when I actually started seeing results, like with the national team. I set that as a goal, and you know, it paid off when I got to play, and also the Kenya camp. Because the second I came back from Cairo, you know, I was sleeping one morning, I had slept, would come back, it was the second day we'd been back. I hear a knock at my door, it's my dad. Get up, coach is coming in 30 minutes, be ready. You know, you have to be able to do that for yourself, or have someone who's willing to do that for you. And you know, just look for opportunities to play. I know there's like a lot of people who can't, you know, it's not as simple as just waking up, you know, getting a driver to take you somewhere. But you know, look around, maybe your area, there's like a place you can go for pickup. Maybe you can borrow someone's ball, you know, just, if you want it enough, you'll be able to put in the work. Yeah.
So finally, your best moment and your lowest moment at the tournament, Emma, I think that is fair enough as a coach. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Best moment at the tournament or the youth camp, and your lowest moment, and we wrap it up. Or even also, you can say hi to perhaps your best friend.
My best moment, let's start with that, was our game against Egypt in the semis. I was a top scorer that game, and that was the first game where I felt like I actually showed.
You hustle played.
Yeah, where I actually showed my skill. Because the other games, it was like I was there, but you know, I was just like another player, and it was like my time to shine, I guess, in that game. Even though we lost, but you know I played well. My lowest moment was probably our first game against Mali, because psychologically that took a toll. Like losing 92-12 it does something to you, you know. And also our loss against Algeria in the semis, that because when we wanted third place and then we just lost by 2 points, and the game before we'd also lost by 2 points, and you know, you just keep thinking about the shot you didn't make in the game. What difference it could have.
If that had dropped, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, and I don't think I gave my best in that game. I didn't rise to the challenge when it came to understanding how serious it was to get that position for our country and for me as an individual and as a team. So that was definitely my lowest. Yeah.
Emma, your last word as we wrap this up.
I'd just like to talk, she was talking about the parents. We have parents out there who, you know, parents have this thing of, you know, you can't balance books and basketball. Yeah, but I think it's something that can be balanced. She's doing it, I've done it before. And so to the parents out there, encourage your kids. It might not even be basketball, you know, it could be any sport, anything your kid loves. Don't take it away from them. They can balance that with the books that they're doing. So encourage the kids, push them, because like the Bible says, you'll never know what will work out for you. The basketball might work out, the books might not, okay? Both might work out. So for the parents out there, push the kids, let them get to a place where, you know, they're the best of what they can be. Yeah.
My name is Felix Eupal. It has been Slam Dunk Basketball. To the basketball lovers out there, unfortunately, the National Basketball League at the moment is not going to be ongoing or restarting because the teams were not able to make quorum. Our special guest this particular afternoon has been Darlene Murungi Tashobia and my co-host Emmanuel Ateng. Thank you so much. Catch you next time.